guys, it's me Stace. Welcome back to another Friday video. Although today's video is not Pinterest inspired, I do want to share with you a caramel corn recipe. I got this many years ago and I've been making it ever since. I think it's really good. Alright, so in my saucepan over medium heat, I have 2 sticks of butter, 2 cups of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 cup of corn syrup. And you were just going to stir this until everything is combined. You can kind of see everything in there. Just going to stir it up, get everything combined and melted, and then you're going to let it boil for 5 minutes. And you do want to stir it while it's boiling. So we're first going to get everything incorporated. I have my oven preheated to 200 degrees. You will also need 2 bags. They're the 3.5 ounce, the kind that you get with popcorn that has the individual packages. 2 bags of popped popcorn, or 4 quarts. But 2 bags of the regular size is pretty close to the 4 quarts we need. You can kind of see it's all melting there. And I will have all the ingredients in the description, in the video, and also on my blog as well. Alright, so once this is all melted, and this is just regular butter unsalted, and I do get the non-butter popcorn, like just the regular plain flavor, the plain flavor rather. I want to make sure all that sugar is combined, and you can see it's getting a nice dark caramely color. You're going to let it boil for 5 minutes. Like I said, you don't need to stir it all the time, but you do want to stir it frequently. I kind of set my timer on my microwave for 5 minutes. Okay, we're all pretty much melted except for that little bit of butter. It does melt pretty quick. I want to make sure all the brown sugar is dissolved. And it calls for a light brown sugar. If you want to use a darker brown sugar, that's fine as well. You'll just have a darker caramel corn color. Now it's kind of spitting up at me. Alright, our last little bit of butter. And like I said, we're going to let it boil for 5 minutes. I'm going to just hit pause on the camera. I'll come back when that part is done. But you're going to let it boil for 5 minutes. Like I said, stirring occasionally. When it's done boiling for the 5 minutes, you're going to add into it a teaspoon of baking soda. You don't want to add the baking soda now, though. You want to wait until it's done boiling for 5 minutes. Alright, we are at the boiling stage. Our butter is just about melted. Sorry about that, I hit the camera. Alright guys, I'm going to hit pause, let it boil for 5 minutes, and I'll come right back. Hey guys, I am back real quickly. I wanted to share with you guys what the boiling looks like. It's been boiling now for about 3 minutes, and you can see there it is nice and thick and foamy. It also changed colors a little bit. Alright, we'll let this go for the remaining time, and then when it's done, we're going to take it off the heat, add in our 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then we'll continue on. Alright, our 5 minutes of boiling time is up. I do have my burner off, and we're going to go ahead and add in the 1 teaspoon of baking soda and get that nicely incorporated. Alright, the next step now is to coat the popcorn, so I'll see you over there. Alrighty guys, we are at the popcorn part. What I have in here is 1 bag of the popped popcorn, and I have the other bag on a tray over here, only because it's easier to work in smaller batches. I also have some peanuts. Now these are completely optional, but we do like them, so I'm going to grab a handful there. And they're just the regular brown peanuts. Alright, it's going to take our caramely mixture here. Get one last little stir, and I'm going to stir in about half of this in there. And you do want to work quickly. This is very, very sticky and very hot. Just kind of get all the popcorn coated. It's all going to kind of fall out of the container, and that's okay. You could also spray your brush or spray your spoon with a like a non-stick cooking spray. If we need to add more, we'll go ahead and add more. But you can see it's already starting to harden at the corner of my bowl. My bowl is cold. Okay, I think I'm going to need a little bit more. Throw in popcorn in there. Grab some more of our caramel here real quick. If you get a bigger bowl, of course, you can do both bags of popcorn at the same time, but I just think it's a little bit easier working in the smaller batches. And this is going to go in the oven, like I said, at 200 degrees preheated for an hour. And every 15 minutes you are going to want to stir it. So if you don't get all the corn covered at the first shot, you're okay. Because when we're stirring it in between the 15 minutes, we were able to get it all covered. All right, I'm now going to go ahead and take this and put it on a cookie sheet. This is not coated or greased or covered with parchment paper. You can do that if you want to. I did on my first batch, but to be honest, I found it to be just a pain to work with. All right, so go ahead and spread it out. I'm going to use my hands here. It's not very hot anymore. All right, so when I get that one, spread it out pretty well. Nice even layer. All right, we're going to set that one aside for the time being. Grab our bowl. Grab the other bag of popcorn. You do want to check your corn. Make sure all the kernels are popped. You don't have anybody biting into a kernel. So I have one kernel right there that did not get popped. Alrighty, so we have that one. Put that over there. Alright, let's grab the rest of our caramel sauce. And you want to get it all. So you can see it changed colors, a little bit darker now. Alright, like I said, you want to work quickly, but if you have a cold bowl or a cold kitchen, the caramel is going to kind of set up real quick and get kind of hard real fast. I'm going to add the other peanuts to that. I forgot about them. And if you don't want to add the peanuts, you don't have to. I just like the peanuts in there. But of course, you guys can add whatever you want. Alright, so try your best to get all this coated. This is really good though. Like I said, I've been making it for years and I think it makes great, neighbor gifts or coworker gifts. We're giving one to my husband's coworker tomorrow as a thank you for frying our turkey. Alright, I'm going to kind of go at the bottom and just kind of pick up any kind of that caramel I can grab. Alright, we're good there. Let's go ahead and take our pan again, bring it back over, and just pour this out. And if you find your caramel is really stuck to your bowl, you can always go in there in the microwave and heat it back up real quick. It's easier when you have two people helping you. Alright. So I got the majority of it out of there. I'm going to let that one go. Alright. Again, kind of take your hand and just kind of spread it out a little bit. Make sure it's an even layer. Alright, we're going to put both pans in the oven, 200 degrees for 15 minutes. Bring them back out and stir and put them back in. So I will see you guys after 15 minutes. Alright guys, I'm back real quick. I went ahead and heated my bowl up a little bit in the microwave. About 30 seconds, just so I get all this rest of the caramel out. And that little bit of popcorn. So like I said, if your bowl kind of heats up real quick, go ahead and plop it in the microwave for a few minutes, or a few seconds. Alright. You want to have that bowl and that pot you've been working with, you want to soak that really quickly, otherwise it'll be a really pain to clean. Alright, let's go to the oven. Alrighty guys, our first 15 minutes is up. I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to pull one out at a time. Alright, so we have that tray. Now all you want to do now is just stir this up. All the caramel kind of settles at the bottom, so you do want to give it a good stir. Make sure all your popcorn is coated. Again, you want to work quickly. Alright, I think we're pretty good on this tray. I'm going to take my hands and just, again, carefully, because it may be hot in some areas, just kind of press it down a little bit more. Make sure it's all kind of laying flat. Okay, there's our first tray. I'm going to put that one back in the oven and grab the other tray. And the same thing. Give this one a little stir. Now this one has more of the white popcorn, not coated. I'm going to try to go in there really quickly and coat it all. Yeah, I'm not a huge popcorn person, but this I love. And I want to go in there with my hands, but I don't want to as well because some of the caramel is going to be really hot. But like I said, it all doesn't need to be perfectly coated. Just try the best you can. Alright, once again I'm going to take it off my spoon there, grab the pieces I dropped, and lay it flat. Then they're both going to go back in the oven for 15 more minutes, and the same thing, we'll take them out and give them a stir. Alright, back in the oven they go, and I will see you guys in 15 minutes. Alright guys, our next 15 minutes are up. Do the same thing, we're going to take it out, one tray at a time. And again, give it a stir. I'm kind of going up with my hands a little bit. It's hot. You don't want to go in there and squeeze. You're going to touch that caramel. But I do find with my hands I get it better mixed up. Okay, same thing, we're going to press it down. Oh. Okay, there's tray number one. Put that one back in there. And let's grab tray number two. Alright, we're going to give it a stir. Again, I'm going to try to use my hands here. We're good. And again, we're going to press it down and go back in for 15 more minutes. So it's 15 in, out, stir, 15 in, out, stir, and then repeat it again. Alright guys, I'll see you back here in 15 more minutes. Alright friends, the next 15 minutes are up. Do the same thing, take one tray out and get them all mixed together. You can see now, as we're going along, it's a lot easier to mix together. It's no longer clumping up. A lot easier to kind of mix a little bit. Alright, there's our first tray. Let's go ahead and grab our second one. Alright, so we're going to let this go for another 15 more minutes, and then we are done. And what I'm going to do in the meantime is lay down some freezer paper on my counter, just so I can spread all this out and let it cool. Alright, I'll see you guys in 15 more minutes. Alrighty guys, we are now at the last 15 minutes, and you can see I have freezer paper down. And take the trays out. Okay, so there's one tray and the other one. I got my timer for 15 minutes. Now again, you do want to get this sink ready and have these pans ready to soak. All right. Just go ahead and take your hands and just kind of spread it out in an even layer. And you want to allow it to fully cool for a good hour, if not more. Make sure there's no hot spots. Otherwise, when you put it in your jars, it will get kind of soggy. All right, but there you have it, my friends. Caramel corn. Any questions at all, please let me know. And like I said, the full recipe will be on my blog. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.